Hey guys, how are you? Last minute set of glitches. We're sorry about everything, but we're glad to have started. Thank you for everyone who was already messaging and trying to reach us. So today we're looking at three most powerful lifestyle changes that guarantee a normalized blood pressure. All right, so this is what we're looking at today, and we're really excited about today's topic. This is supposed to be a masterclass, which means that we're going to teach a lot. And of course, we're going to try to make it as engaging as possible. All right. So if you are yet to join us, please join us. If we're sorry that we are starting a little bit um, later than scheduled, but everything was just hanging at the time we're about to go live, but we're glad it's moving now. All right. So, three most powerful lifestyle changes, more like lifestyle shifts that guarantee normalized blood pressure. All right. Without swallowing daily drugs, drug side effects, and complications. That's what we're going to be looking at today. So I'm just going to take the next 1 minute to put out the links just once again so everyone knows that we're live and we can get started. All right. So feel free to, I wanted to say share, but it's only for those who registered for this. If you are not registered, I wonder why you didn't register. Anyway, so what are these shifts? We're going to try to move really, really fast because we always have a lot to cover and we want everyone to follow through. Okay? Sip. Where were we? Where were we? All right, so I'm going to be sharing my slides so that you can see what we have to cover today. Okay. Yeah. Okay, people are joining. Thank you for joining. Now, here is the full uncensored story of what nobody ever told you about your high BP problem. We love to go from the angle that is not covered, not stuff that you would hear anywhere else, not stuff that you will hear anywhere else. So we want you to get the insider scoop. If you're new to any of our trainings, you would understand that if you've been with us for any length of time, if you've ever been on any of our programs, then you already know that we bring the juice. Okay. And of course, if you stay till the end, I am going to give you an opportunity for you to work with us to be able to get you high BP free. Please let me know in the comments if you're seeing this live, if the volume is okay, if everything is working. I need to know before we start to shoot because we're gonna move very, very fast. Okay, let me know that you hear me and that everything is working fine. It's really important to us. Okay, I think the volume is good. It will be great if you respond, if you drop your comments below so that I can see them, and I can, feedback is very, very important to us. All right, so we're going to give you a time sensitive bonus on how you can work with us to get you high BP free before the end of this year. Now, this is full disclosure. Of course, at the end of this program, we're going to open up access for you to be able to work with us to get results even fastest, right? But whether you work with us or not, you're going to learn a lot on this master class. Now, that's full disclosure. All right. So, just like my father, for those of you who don't know my story, maybe you're just coming in contact with us for the first time. A lot of what I teach and a lot of what I share is based off on personal experience with my father, and um, over the years of working with people with hypertension. So that I don't really share theory. We don't share theory. We share practical, evidence based, and science based. I hope that you can hear him share a little bit about his story and how he got here. He's above 70 now and he has been
I couldn't
free
stand for
for over 7 years
5 minutes,
now.
really.
Let me see. I hope the volume works.
To lean on something. I dreaded joining the procession of priests during any church service or
With
yes, it's just to join me, and change their lifestyle. See, one thing I sort of discovered about this change in lifestyle and especially dieting is that when you do that, your body becomes as normal as God intended it to be. I mean, like um, I used to be hypertensive, and for many years now, I've not taken any drug for hypertension. It's my blood pressure is okay. It's just okay. If you tell me to run now from here to where, and with the market can come back, I will do that. You want to see? I will not be there with the market, but I will do it. So, you know my age, I'm going to 70, and you understand. I could
sound is back. So I was trying to say that for context, that was my father sharing his story, and you must have heard him saying that it was lifestyle that actually got him back. At the time, yeah, thank you for the feedback. Someone says volume, please. So at the time, he developed arthritis of the knees. Then he moved to his lower back. He couldn't walk anymore. He was in so much pain. That gave him hypertension, and then his cholesterol was high, and all those things at the same time. But what saved him, like what drove us to look for a way out, was when his doctors looked him in the eye and told him they could do nothing else. They had maxed out on all the drugs and had told him to get a surgery. But even the surgery was a 50% chance of ever getting better. That was what drove us to look for an alternative. And many of you are here because you're also looking for the alternative. But the good news is, I mean, you saw him jumping. For someone who could barely walk 3 minutes without resting his back and bending down, jumping and sharing his story, it was the lifestyle factor, and we're going to talk about that. So it's important that you put off all distractions, place your phone um on landscape mode, and then just pay attention to what we're going to be sharing. Okay, so it was lifestyle that brought him here. Now, this is for you. I just want to make sure that we're touching on everybody. It doesn't really matter where you're starting out at. My father's case was like the most difficult and evil case ever, right? But I mean, he was here sharing his story with you just a few moments back. If you are a person that loves to be in control, you want to be in power, you want success for yourself, right? I mean, maybe you're successful in all other areas of your life, but somehow in your health, you don't just know how to be in charge. This is for you. Now, if your BP is always high, let's say you do everything right, you don't even know what you're getting wrong, no problem, you're in the right place. If you're experiencing a lot of adverse effects, chest tightness, chest this and all that, and you feel like, what do I do? This is in spite of your drugs. This is for you. Okay, so the next question you're going to ask me is, So what exactly are we doing? These secrets are what saved my dad and can save your life too. So this is how to guarantee normalized blood pressure. Now, take note of the words we're using. How do you normalize your blood pressure? Because many of us always ask on forum, on fora, on Facebook groups, Google, Naira Land, you're just asking, how do I normalize? How do I normalize? Using what we're sharing today, you would be able to normalize your blood pressure. And then these things are lifestyle shifts. Now, I need to get clear with you. They are lifestyle shifts. We're not here to give you general tips. Now, everyone knows these general tips. You know that, oh, eat your fruits and vegetables, do your exercise, maintain a healthy weight. These are general lifestyle tips, health tips that everybody knows, which you have seen, which you're probably even using, but you're not getting results. Here at Hypertension Africa, our goal is simple. How do we get you results beyond whatever it is, beyond whatever beyond whatever it is that you have already tried? We're all about results. That is why we term our programs very, very carefully. If you want new results, if you want normalized blood pressure, we actually do high BP reversal, not just lower your BP in 5 minutes. You need a new mindset, you need an overhaul of your lifestyle. Okay, so that's why we're not here. What I'm going to be sharing with you today is not tips. We're not here to share tips. We're here to share, specific strategic moves that guarantee a normalized blood pressure. We're also going to be showing you people whose BP readings have been normalized over time. And for those of us who've registered, you're going to get a link in your email, and also we're going to drop it on the Facebook for you to join us tomorrow for the live Q&A. You're going to ask us questions. Now, what I'm going to ask of you, if you're watching this, you can share this broadcast, right? But people who don't register are not going to be able to ask us questions. So when you share, okay, maybe I should just put it somewhere like, okay, everyone can still register at hypertensionafrica.com/lifestyle, so that you would also have access to ask questions, which we will answer tomorrow. We're not answering questions today, but we're just sharing the meat and the potatoes today. So make sure that you register at hypertensionafrica.com/lifestyle. Feel free to share um this broadcast, share it to your groups, to anywhere, just share it. Save a life. We're all about saving lives. .com/lifestyle. Yeah, so this is where you're going to register so that you can get a link to ask us questions for tomorrow. Okay, so let's go on. So what we have termed this is the RSC lifestyle method. RSC lifestyle method. Okay, so let's start moving. Now, if you're just meeting, my name is Chibwama Milichwa. I'm a pharmacist, over 11 years clinical experience, founder of Hypertension Africa. We host different programs, Fight Hypertension Challenge, and our flagship program is the High BP Reversal Program. I've got my book on Amazon. I've spoken on different places, and so that's who I am. So results, right? You're here for the results. Now, the first shift is the R. The first major shift you have to make to your lifestyle is the R. Because remember, we said you want to normalize your blood pressure. So basically, what you're looking for is, how can your body heal itself? How can my body heal itself? Your blood pressure is never going to normalize if your body is not healed. If your body is not healed, we're currently working with some batch of clients, and some of them are getting readings like 99/66, 101/63. Why are they getting reading? And this is without medications. Now, and these are people who in the past used to be on maybe two medications. Like this particular woman, she had had high BP for 8 years, but she's on and she was on two medications before she started using this high BP reversal method, if you like, the lifestyle based method. Now, her body is what is giving her 99/66. That means if your body can give you 100/65 or 100/73, it means your body has healed itself. Now you're going to ask me, so what exactly does R stand for? R stands for moving from natural remedies to reversal lifestyle. Drop this in the comments. Now your goal. See, I know we all go to Google to look for how can I lower my blood pressure naturally? How can I, which natural remedy? Many of us are here for remedies. Maybe you have your jotter here, and yes, you should have your jotter, right? Maybe you have your jotter here and you're thinking, they're going to now give us the remedies, the remedies. Remedies, let's pay attention to these. Remedies cannot reverse high BP for you. Remedies are for cold, runny nose, skin infection, cough, sneezing. That is what a remedy is for, just something to remedy the situation for acute condition. But hypertension is a chronic disease. It's a chronic disease that affects your heart, your blood vessels, your whole system. If you want to be free from high blood pressure, remember our goal is normalized. If you want to be getting readings like 110 over, and I know when I say 110 over 70, for many of you, it looks like, no, it's too low. Or if I can even get 120 over 80, no problem. If you want to get 120 over 80, you have to stop thinking in terms of remedies. You have to start thinking about reversal. So your shift number one is, how do I reverse my high blood pressure using my lifestyle? Now, this is going to get clearer to you by the time we go to step number two or shift number two, right? So, I mean, that is how my father, that testimony that you saw him giving was in 2018. When I went on my maternity leave, I was opportuned. He's based in Lagos, he's an Anglican priest. So everything I'm sharing with you is highly verifiable. These people that I'm sharing with you, they are all alive and well. You can go check them out. Now, till date, he's not on any medications and he's above 70. That means that he has reversed. So you need to stop thinking of remedy, remedy, remedy. Start thinking of lifestyle, reversal lifestyle. So you have to make that shift. Who's with me on this? Now, that is what this woman, Madam Joyce, she's based in Kaduna, has done. And because she shifted from looking for remedies to thinking about using her lifestyle as a reversal method, then she was able to move from BP above 150 over 100, which had, and this is with her drugs. She was obese at 101 kg, right? She always had body pains. She couldn't sleep. There was a whole lot she was complaining about. 3 months later, she's now 110 over 70, great sleep. She naps. She has reduced to one drug. She reduced to one drug in just 3 months. She shed 9 kg because she thought about using her lifestyle. Now, let's quickly go to shift number two. Shift number two means now that you say you want to use the reversal lifestyle, you also need to stop thinking of symptom suppression. You have to start being strategic about your lifestyle changes. This is what will bring you the reversal that we're looking for. I'm going to show you what that means in a moment. Now, the emphasis here is strategic. That is why we're using the S. We talked about R for reversal. Um, then the S is for strategic lifestyle changes. Now, when we say strategy, this is the meat and potatoes. This is where the magic starts to happen. Strategy is what is going to take all those different tips, this that you're doing, and it's going to give you results. Now, if you followed us, some of us have followed us through TikTok, you must have been seeing those nuggets were always dropping nuggets, and we're saying it's not, it's the reversal is just like it's snake shedding its skin and all those things that we're saying. It's because we're thinking in terms of, okay, let me remove my face. My face is blocking this thing for a bit. So let me see. Let me remove my face from here. Yeah. So we're saying strategy is what brings everything together. And so what does strategy look like? So strategy involves and it is when you're strategic about your moves that you're able to banish even the side effects you're experiencing now. For some of us, chest pain, palpitations, sleep problems, complications like swallow feet, you can't sleep, insomnia, constant headaches, constant tiredness, fatigue, erectile dysfunction, and all these things. It is because you are reversing that you can banish all these effects. And that is why these people that you see us sharing, their wins, you see them saying that many of all these things and even all these things clear up. Now, this is what is called the body repair transformation wheel. This is strictly our creation at Hypertension Africa, because over the years of working with clients, we're able to, systemize what exactly did these people do. So what we teach you and what we're sharing with you is not a bunch of theory. This is the basis of you getting amazing results. Now, for you to get your perfect body, and where your perfect body is, you're maybe waking up with 120/80. And I want you to write down in your jotter, what is your perfect body? What is your dream? What is your goal? Write it also in the comments. Like, what is your dream blood pressure number? What is your dream? Why are you here? Why did you sign up for this lifestyle masterclass? What did you hope to learn? Maybe you want to be able to stop. For many people, it is, I want to stop taking my drugs every day, but I still want normal BP. Or I want this sleep problem to stop, or I want to shed some weight as well, or I want to control my cholesterol levels, right? Now, for you to get that perfect body back, literally get your life back, you need these three things. They must work in sync. That is why we call it the strategy. So, your mind liberation. Now, what we're doing here in this masterclass is working on your mind, your belief system, your what shifting and challenging what you've always believed and thought about. I know many of us are still going to walk out of here still feeling like, is it possible? Why is it possible? It looks like magic. No problem. You need the magic in your life. Literally need the magic in your life, because I would ask you, what is the alternative? If you don't commit to this process, how else could you possibly get your perfect body? Right? Some of us have tried supplements already and you've seen it's not working. That's because in your mind you never believed it could work. And even if you believed, maybe it was just a suppression it was doing. Now let me bust your mind for a bit. Do you know that even the drugs that you take every single day also works by principle of suppression, symptom suppression? It does not work by principle of reversal. How do I know? Guys, remember I'm a pharmacist, right? Even the most potent drug would only work for 24 hours. That's why you're told take it every morning. What does every morning mean? Because we know that after 24 hours, the effect of the drugs will wear off. So you need another set of drugs to push back your BP. It is not repairing anything in your system. It is not strengthening your heart. That is why a person will be on drugs for 10 years. And in the 10 years, at some point, maybe you've noticed heart enlargement, or you start to develop symptoms you never used to have, or you start to have or the drug stop to really work, and then your doctor has to increase the dosage. What do you think is happening? It is worsening of symptoms. That is why we say make sure that you are repairing your body. Instead of doing suppression, you should be doing reversal, meaning repairing your body. And that's why we say you have to be strategic about this. Mind liberation is changing your belief system, understanding your start points. Now, in this place, for many of us, our start points are different. Remember, this is a master class, so we're not able to do a lot of we're not able to work with you and ask you questions and all that, but we would answer questions tomorrow, however. But here, mind liberation involves three things. So there are three steps under each of these things in the wheel. Under the mind liberation, there is um say I want this, I want to be free. You have to want it for you to have it. Okay, many of if you're already on this masterclass, you want it. Okay, now the next thing is understanding your triggers. It's different for everybody on here, so your own trigger is different from my trigger. The video we put out today on TikTok says you could be asleep, but you could be on 5 medications, right? It is because your triggers. What are your triggers? So we need to uncover what your triggers are, and these are all what comes under mind liberation. Also, there is something called mind detox. If you're always living in fear, this BP killed this person, it's me, this person slumped, this person this, then it's only a matter of time you start to manifest those things that you think about the most. So mind liberation is key part of the reversal. Now we talk about body liberation. Now this is where it starts to get interesting. Body liberation, and I know that a lot of what I'm sharing with you could sound like theory, Don't worry, at the end of this masterclass, we're going to open up practical for you. For those of us who would love us to work with you, then we would do the practical with you literally, and your body would experience the transformation that comes with this little thing that looks like just 3 circles here. But this is where the magic happens. Okay. Now, body liberation means okay, so I know my triggers. Okay, so I know my start point. Okay, I acknowledge that things are bad. Because many of us also live in denial. Like, my own is not really that bad. My own is not really that bad. Meanwhile, you're taking 3 drugs every day. Oh, my BP never really goes above 130. The drugs are controlling it very well. But you're always tired. What is affecting you in the room? Now, these are some of the things that in mind liberation means you got to come clean. You've got to just say, okay, this is how it is. And from where I am right now, I want to get my life back to how it was before the diagnosis. Now, I've spent a lot of time on this, so let's talk about the body liberation. Body liberation means you now start to work your body. So, for you to repair your body, remember we said strategy, strategic lifestyle. Now, when you take all these things in isolation, it could look like, but I already eat healthy, but I already watch what I eat, but I don't take a lot of fat, I don't take soda, I don't take this, right? Yes, you don't, and that is general healthy living. But being strategic now means every single thing that you're doing is focused on reversal. So there are still 3 steps under this. Number one, you're doing a full body detox. You're cleaning out your system. You are cleaning out all the stressors, the free radicals, and stress that has built up over time. And then you start to plan your meals. There's also called something called meal planning strategy using the SAM strategy. That's what we call the subtract, add, modify formula, right? Then you start, you're subtracting everything worsening your BP, you're adding things to lower your BP. At the same time, you're modifying what you're doing. And you're applying this SAM strategy both to your food, to your drinks, to your workouts, to your job, everywhere. This is what strategy means. I hope I'm not speaking too fast. I hope this sounds like theory, but trust me, this is where the magic happens. Now, after that, we're looking at, even your workouts. All these are body liberation. If you have to shed weight, you need to know how many kg brings you back to your ideal weight. Now, we've had people lose 10 kg, but yet they still have high BP. It is because they're just targeting only their weight. BP reversal targets everything at the same time. Now that takes us to freedom activation. Freedom activation literally means so when you start to get these numbers, how do you maintain? Many of us in the past, maybe you used supplements. When you're taking your supplements, you're fine. Like yesterday, I was on the call with an initial deep dive with a client, and I asked her, "What have you tried?" She said she was doing supplements, but when she takes supplements, she feels okay. The moment she stops the supplement, the BP jumps back. That is because the supplement alone cannot give you reversal. You can see what we're explaining under reversal: mind, body. Supplement alone cannot work on your mind. Only you can work on your mind by yourself. There are things called the mind detox practices and all those things. Those are things that no supplement can do for you, no remedy can do for you, right? So, but when you get these numbers, how do you maintain them? I just showed you a video of my father who 7 years down the line, he's still on no drugs for his blood pressure. He's been able to maintain it. There are clients that have worked with us since 2017, 2019, and they're still not on any medications. Now that means you're maintaining it. So that's what freedom activation is: being able to detect the causes of your spike and to work on them so that your BP never spikes. Being able to go to see your doctor, even if you're having white coat hypertension, and you know how to manage your body. Like, so things like you're using deep breathing exercise to calm down your nerves when you are in your doctor's office so that your BP never jumps up there. So you're able to manage your BP if it's white coat hypertension. Now I know that this sounds like a lot, but are you picking up what I am putting down? Let me know in the comments so far if you are following and if this is illuminating or you're beginning to see where you have been getting it all wrong in the past. Now, I know that you came here for a lifestyle shift, but we're even giving you much more than that. We're saying don't just come here for, oh, lifestyle tips. Come here for the strategy behind using your lifestyle to repair. You can see that everything I'm sharing here is based off on your lifestyle. I mean, if you're working on your mindset, if you're working on your weight, if you're working on your food, it is your lifestyle. Because ultimately, even when we leave this video, you're going to be maybe drinking water, you're going to be eating something, right? So it's still lifestyle, right? So we're talking about the principle behind reversal. Now look at this woman. Her name is Nkiru. She was able to crush 11 symptoms because she made this shift. Now, this is a woman that she was obese when we first met her. Her BP reading at the time was 136/87, but she was on three different medications. She complained that, constant headaches. She always used to take paracetamol daily. She used to take 8 tablets of Panadol extra, right? She had high cholesterol. Her results showed that she had palpitations. She always complained of weakness, chest pain, sleep problems. Now, in 3 months, because she applied this principle that I've already shared with you, the reversal, she's like, enough of just trying to do different things. I want to use the reversal. Number two, I want to be strategic about my lifestyle changes, right? I want to be strategic about the lifestyle shifts that I'm making every day. She worked on her mind, on her body, and with a freedom mentality, she was able to shed 7 kg. She dropped half of all the medicines, all approved by her doctor, and the chest pain was gone, headache was gone, palpitations gone. She sleeps like a baby, cholesterol level was lowered. In fact, I need you to see her. Look at her. She moved from a US size 18 to a US size 14 in just 3 months. Updates on this woman. This woman is currently at, I think she said 74 kg, and she's currently on 74 kg, and she says everyone thinks, like, everyone says, Ma, you have crushed it. Now, how did she do it? The R and S. I'm going to tell you about the C. Remember, we're talking about the RSC method because you need to use this. The RSC, the C part of the whole thing of your lifestyle, which you must make today and right now, is, instead of saying one day, I mean, you're seeing Nkiru sharing about how she moved from a size 18 to a size 14, and you're thinking, one day this can be me, one day this will be me. What gives these kinds of results? Another secret to these kinds of results that I've shared, and this is regardless of even if you decide to work with us or not. Like I told you, everything that I've shared here, you can implement on your own. However, if but you must have everything, right? Now, here is what does the magic. You must say countdown. You must do a countdown with everything you're learning. Now, if you notice the people I'm sharing their results, I'm telling you they did it in 3 months. They did it in 3 months. They did it in 3 months, right? Why do you think I'm telling you 3 months? It's because they were also counting down. You can never reverse high BP. You can never have normalized blood pressure if you don't count down. If you say one day it go better, you would never really get there. Never. And it's not a curse, it's just reality. It's just like setting a goal, like, "Oh, I'm going to become a millionaire." When? If you don't put your mind to it, if you don't push for it, it would never happen. So, the same thing with your high BP. Listen, you got here, maybe you've had this for 10 years, 13 years, 2 years, 4 years, right? You got here because maybe when you were diagnosed, you said, oh, it's not my portion, it's out of my enemy and all that. But and time kept going, and you got here. Imagine if you had counted down, like the moment you got that diagnosis and you had counted down, you won't be here. We currently, there's this lady that we had a conversation with. She was diagnosed 2 years ago. Then she was like, I'm too young for this. I'm just in my 30s. This is not for me. Do you know? And she stopped taking, she just took her drugs for the 30 days. When it got finished, she's like, no, I'm too young for this. Let me take my mind off it. It will disappear. 2 years later, this lady has the kinds of complications that make you wonder why. In just 2 years, it has grown. She's currently on over 9 different medications. It's painful, it's bleeding, it's heartrending because she just left it. Oh, one day, oh no, it's not really my portion. Imagine if at that time she had said, you know what, I want to do a countdown to freedom. I want to push this thing back in the next 3 months. Now, we usually say 3 months. 3 months sounds like the magic number because 3 months is more than I mean, even your goals in your leadership trainers would tell you the same thing. Give yourself a 90-day goal. We're strategic about doing this right now because it's 3 months to the end of the year, meaning 2022, you are going to be able to crush high BP in this same 2022 before the end of the year. If you say enough is enough and you say, I want to count down, 90 days is more than enough time. So even if you're obese, you can go from obese to maybe normal weight or just a little bit overweight in 90 days. You can you can go from 3 medications to 2 medications, or even one, or even zero in 90 days. I mean, if you do it in 90 days, is it not better for you? That is what the countdown method is. And so let me know in the comments what date. Pick your date. So we always love to carry you along. So pick your date. What date would you love to be free from high BP? Write it in the comments. Pick a date. So you can do 3 months from now. You can even do 2 months from now. You can do 1 month from now. Okay, it's okay. Pick any date. Pick your magic number. I taught this 2 months ago, August this year, 2022, August 2020. I taught this on the Stress Manager platform, and when I taught it there, I told them pick a date. And many of them were picking dates. I will be free from high BP before October 2022. I'll be free from, you know, I don't know. So I didn't get back to, sharing all of them. I haven't been able to share back on that platform because I was invited to share there on Stress Managers platform, right? I don't know how many of them are faring. However, I know how some of them that were working with are faring. One of those women that picked a date back then, do you know she has done it already? She's the woman I told you that has dropped her is like 99/88. Maybe tomorrow when we're answering questions, I'll show you her screenshots, the kind of numbers this woman gets. She has done it because she picked a date. I've spent a lot of time on this. So these are the shifts you have to make. Stop thinking in terms of one day. Some of us, we pray. Many of us are very religious. We're pastors. We're privileged to have worked with pastors, men of God, lecturers, professors, bankers, business owners, CEOs, people, high and mighty teachers, students as well. And one of the things, especially for religious people, is we pray, God is going to do it, God is going to do it for us, but we don't back it up with action. Your action today is writing down the date and time by December 20. Oh, I'm seeing some nice things here, guys. Let me look at the comments. Okay, we're seeing diagram not very clear, not readable. Sorry about that. Thanks, ma'am. I'm following. Beautiful. Thank you, Mary Ernest. December 28, 2022. Nakia, thank you. I love that. I love that you've picked a date exactly 3 months from now. Beautiful. December 28th. Beautiful. Okay. So I love that we've all picked our dates. The next thing is how do we make it happen? So here's Reverend Paul. He's also, like I told you guys, I've been working with men of God. Of course he doesn't want his picture shown here, so that's fine. 145/85. He was on 4 different drugs: palpitations, 118, morbidly obese, sleep problems. He never wanted to get on any meds, but then so he kept trying different supplements. However, within 3 months, look at his BP readings: 113/68 is reduced to 2 drugs. So he moved from 4 to 2 drugs. Remember where he started, right? He moved from 118, now he's at 111, right? He can wake up and fall back asleep. And there's something he said when we asked him. He said, I have confidence that I will not die young. Now that fear is no longer there in his life. That could be you. All right. Now, as promised, we have actually fulfilled the promise of this masterclass because we've shown you a lot of secrets. Did we actually do justice to the topic? The topic is lifestyle shifts that guarantee a normalized blood pressure. And we said for you to normalize your blood pressure and keep it so. Someone says December 25. Beautiful. So Christmas Day is your magic day. Like Christmas Day, you want to be celebrating Christmas and celebrating I'm off these BP drugs, I'm high BP free. That is a goal. So your next task is to work towards it, right? Now, this particular what was I saying? And we're saying the RSC, and we've said the goal was how to normalize your BP and keep it so. And we said for you to normalize your BP, so let's just do a recap for those who are just joining us. For you to normalize your BP and keep it so, you have to make the shift. So we said we're not giving you tips of drink water because you already know you're supposed to drink water. Eat fruits and vegetables. You already know you're supposed to eat fruits and vegetables. Yes or no? Um, oh, reduce your red meat. You already know you're supposed to reduce those red meat. But after all these things, did it translate to no high BP for you? No, it did not. So it means you are not getting it right. And we're now showing you how other people are getting it right. And we've been able to document how they got it right because they use these strategic lifestyle shifts to get it right. Because number one, they moved from thinking about remedies, garlic, zobo, this they move from thinking in terms of remedies to I want to reverse high BP. That is the shift you must make. So I believe that everyone who's on here has already started thinking of no, I don't want to do lower my BP in 2 minutes. I want to reverse this BP so that it would always remain normal for 7 years, 2030, 2040, 2050, if this world does not end before then, right? So you have to make the shift to high BP reversal. That's number one. Now that you want to start doing reversal, you have to be very strategic about how it goes. And we said there are 3 steps of being strategic, or three stages or phases of being strategic in order for you to get your life back, to repair and reverse all the symptoms, side effects, and drugs use. We said the strategy involves mind liberation. And we said for everybody is always going to be different. So for the start point of Favor on here, or Mary, or Nakia, or Oyebade, or Favor, or Ifoma that is on here is different than the start point, than my own start point. So my start weight is different. The drugs I'm taking is different. The things I'm experiencing may be 13, like we saw Madam Kiru. It may be 4, like we saw Madam Joyce. It could be 12, right? So that's why this strategy is generic. That's why all I've shared here is generic for everybody, right? But we said you have to know your start point, your mind has to be in the right place. You have to detoxify your mind, right? And do you know the power of that mind liberation? One of those women, in fact, we've had people that just with mind liberation, without even doing anything, they start to have their medicines. That's the power of mind liberation. And you'll be asking me, so what were they doing? What were they doing? Now, we're not able to go into a lot of specifics. However, we do more specific based on where you're starting if we are working with you, or when we are working with you, right? Because our goal is to get you transformation. And for us to get you transformation, for us to be responsible for getting you transformation, right? We need to work with you. But if you don't want to work with us, it's fine. Just make sure you're working on your mind liberation. Then body liberation means you have to start to work on your body. You have to be strategic about your food, your drinks, your water, your habits, your um everything you expose yourself to, your spices, um um every single thing. You have to do a full body detail. You have to plan your meals with reversal in mind. And then you also have to work on your fitness levels. It also helps. That is the way you keep preparing your body to get back to normal. And then we said, countdown. Don't just fold your hands and say, oh, I went to this master class today. It was wonderful. They taught us mind, body, and freedom, right? But then you don't do anything. December will come and go, and you're still at the same spot. That is why you have to set it as a goal. For all of us who have written dates here, write it, paste it on your wall. December 28th, this is when this is happening. The next thing would now be, and then we showed you other people. We told you the fastest way to get wind of your medicines is to use these methods, and to do a countdown. Very important. Yeah, we said for everybody, Blanket will do 90 days countdown. You might even reach it in 2 months. Some of you will do it in 30 days. Some will do it in 45 days. It's fine. But I mean, is still within your goal. And then we've shown you men and women who've done it, right? And we told you the fastest way, just use these methods. Now, the big question is, are you ready to do this? To get these results. Listen, we've been doing this for a very long time by the grace of God. I've been teaching this for as far back as 2017. But one of the things that we notice is when people come to our trainings, they're so happy because, yes, it's very reassuring. We assure you, and we assure you from a place of certainty because we've worked with so many people and we've seen it so many times. So it's really so easy for us to say. But the thing is, implementation and getting the results, that's where the main thing lies. And the truth is, and we're not trying to say you cannot do it. However, many of us are going to leave here, and 2 months down the line or 1 month down the line would mail you again, would say, how far, how have you been doing, have you dropped all your medications? And then you will still come back with the same thing of, ah, I'm trying my best, it's better now, but it has not really gone. And we don't want that. So because of that, we found out that working with specifics and reviewing with you every step of the way, and ensuring, especially for those of us who are maybe on 3 drugs, 4 drugs, who've had it for years, who are having complications, it's not a straight road. What I've shared with you is the theory behind it, but the practical behind it is now going to depend on where you're starting and all your start points. And most often than not, for us to guarantee you that December 25, right? You're going to be free. You have normalized BP. And so that December 25 next year, you're still dancing. The best way we can do that with you is to work with you every step of the way. How many of you would love to work with us every step of the way? Now, for us to do now, this is the way that we can help you guarantee, like we can guarantee you. If you at this point you feel like, I don't, oh, thank you very much, we don't want to, that's fine. That's fine. Like, it's okay. That's why we're here. We do education, and then we also work with you. We do health coaching. So if you would love for us to do the health coaching with you, then let me tell you about how you can get the kind of results. Let's get you some results. Now, we had two choices: either to just give generic advice, and everybody be like, hey, but what of me? But what of this? What of this? What of that? So we can't do it for everybody. Truth is, we cannot actually work with everybody. We only work with a certain number per time. As a matter of fact, we only have 7 slots to work with, right? 7 slots open for the high BP reversal program. So definitely it's not going to be for everybody, okay? Um, and this second option is where we provide you with the training, the resources, the support that can guarantee your freedom. We want to be able to guarantee your freedom, and in fact we actually do a full 100% money back guarantee, which means that if at the end of the 3 months you don't get your body back, we take full responsibility for that. And the truth is, nobody has ever come back. Funny enough, since we actually launched the program in 2019, nobody has ever come back. Like, everybody goes out and is happy, especially with their results. So um the high BP reversal program. So introducing to you the high BP reversal program. Now, our high BP reversal program is a 3 month coaching program. So yeah, someone chose December 15th. Beautiful. I love this. Guys, remember to subscribe to our channel. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please make sure that you click subscribe so that you always get notified the moment we go live on this channel, or any video that we put up here. Now, the high BP reversal program is where we work with you step by step. So here is where we work with you step by step, and make sure that you get your health back. So every step of the way. Now, how this program runs, I'm going to explain it. I don't have any more slides for this because I want you to understand the offer, right? And because it's exclusive, like, it's only 7 people who are coming in, and then it's over. And this offer actually lasts till October 1st midnight. At the end of October 1st midnight, it closes, because we're going to work with you from October through to December. Okay. However, if you send us a message right now, we would be able to enroll, like, have your enrollment call, and then we can sign you up before the program starts. Now, the High BP Reversal program is our 3 month coaching program. Some of you already know about this program, some of you don't. Now, on this program, what we do is we're working with you every step of the way. So, remember how I told you that everyone's start point is different? You're going to tell us all your start points, all your complaints, everything. Oh, I'm overweight. Oh, I'm on these drugs. Oh, I'm on that. I'm on this. Now, the next thing, if you would love to be a part of the HBR program, drop HBR in the comments. HBR in the comments. We're going to send out the links tonight, personal to you, in your email, and also on the WhatsApp group, so that you can book your call. We're going to jump on a call with you for 10 minutes. Ensure that you're fit for the program, and then we would enroll you into the program. Now you're gonna tell us all your start points, all your complaints, just pour it out to us, okay? Oh, it's this, oh, it's that, oh, it's headaches, it is constant. You saw all those people we talked about, you tell us everything. Now, when you tell us everything, we would be able to say, okay, set out timelines for you. Now, for the first week, now we say 3 months, but basically we do this for 14 weeks. Now, in the 14 weeks, we have broken down all the lifestyle changes into weekly things that you would be doing. And it's because we've done this for so long, we know step by step what you should be doing. However, as you're progressing, we will be adapting for you. So on your week one, we're doing the full mind detox. So in the full mind detox, right? In the full mind detox, what we're doing is you're working on your mind. We're sharing with you specific um practices that would help you to be in control of your body and to lower your BP from inside. Drop in the comments. Okay, so let me change this thing scrolling to drop HBR in the comments if you would love for us. HBR in the comments if you would love for us in the comments, and my assistant would send you for you to enroll in the HBR program. Okay, so yeah, that's what we want you to do. Drop HBR in the comments for us to send you the link to enroll in the program. So Mind Detox will send you that. By week 2, we're doing the full body detox with you. We'll give you the guide, we'll give you the recipe, we'll tell you what to do, everything step by step. You would also do that, right? At the end of the full body detox, in fact, many people start to sleep better. A lot of symptoms disappear once you're done with the full body detox. We'll give you the recipes and guides. By week 3, we plan your meal with you. Make sure that your meals are high BP reversal meals. So it's not just I'm eating healthy meals. It is now I am reversing BP meals. By week 4, we work on your fitness levels. Now everything is based on your goal. So if your goal is like based on your start point. So if you started out with obesity, definitely what you're going to be doing with your meals and your fitness levels is going to be different from someone who is normal weight, right? And who is normal weight and who's just trying to reverse high BP. So everything is customized to you. Now by week 5, we're looking at your by week 5, we're looking at consistency. So we're making sure that you're consistent with all the things that you have to do. Week 6, there is something called strategic supplementation. Many of us make the mistake of, oh, you just go and buy supplements and take. The supplements you're taking may not actually be what your body needs. Now, by the time you're already working your numbers, many people also, oh, I'm taking supplement for sleep, I'm taking supplement for this, I'm taking supplement for that. For many of these results that you see people getting, some of them never even got on supplement. So by week 6, we assess if you need supplements and which supplements you need. And then that's why we call it strategic supplementation. Everything we do is strategic. Week 7, we're looking at something different, right? We're looking at your juices, at your snacks and all that, and we're tweaking with you. You're reporting back what your numbers are, right? So this is how we keep working. And don't forget that every step of the way, you're reporting back to us what your BP is, and then we're making sure that you're hitting your goals, you're closer to your goals every week. And so we keep doing this until you're ready to go and see your doctor. We prepare you for your doctor's visit where your doctor is taking off your medications. At the end of that, this is how you reverse your high BP. So how many of you guys would love to be a part of this? One way to be is to drop HBR in the comments, and the moment you drop it in the comments, you would send a direct message to me. The direct message is going to read, I would love to join the HBR program. Now, when you send that message, we would immediately jump on a call with you. However, we could jump on the call with you now, 10 minutes, or tomorrow, 10 minutes. We ensure that you're a fit for the program. Not everyone is a fit. And then once we ensure that you're a fit, you can actually do pay in full, like you can pay in full, and then we discuss payment plans, enrollment plans with you, okay? Or you can do installmentally, whatever works for you, but then we can onboard you ahead of when the program starts. Program starts in October, but the enrollment into this program closes October 1 midnight. So If you have any other questions, let me see in the comments. Oh, okay, Nakia says HBR, Oyebade says HBR. So these are the two people who are getting the HBR links. We're also going to send out the HBR enrollment links to your emails, and we're going to send it to your emails, and we're also going to send it on WhatsApp. So both of you are getting the HBR enrollment links, and we're jumping on a call to enroll your enrollment call to enroll you into the program. All right. So, and then we're also going to be sending you the link for you. We're also going to be sending you the link for you to drop your questions. So tomorrow 8 p.m. We're going to have an exclusive live Q&A where we answer all your questions. Someone is asking how much does the HBR cost? Now we're not when we jump on the call, if you want to join the HBR program, when we jump on the call, we'll talk about how much you're going to pay. Now that's not because it's a straightforward fee, but once we jump on the call, we'll discuss enrollment plans with you. Either you're doing a full or you're doing monthly. Okay. Let me see. And the reason why I'm actually not just training open is because ultimately we're about your results. It's not even about how much it costs, it's about your results. So at this point, we're going to be ending this link, and then we're going to put up, I'm also going to drop the link for you to click. Okay, so for everyone who's going to watch a replay, the link for you to send a message is also going to be in the description of this video. You're going to click on it and you'll send a direct message to book your enrollment call. So you're going to see it beneath this video, and I'm dropping it in this moment. But without all that, we're ending this break. I hope that you've learned something. Let me know in the comments, what was your biggest takeaway from today's masterclass? Drop in the comments before you go, what was your biggest takeaway from today's masterclass? Let me know in the comments, what was your biggest takeaway from today? What did you learn? Did you have any light bulb moments? What did you learn from what we shared today? Let us know in the comments. And then this is a great place to end the broadcast, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow with our live Q&A. Thank you for joining. Don't close it, baby.